Buenos días, buenos tardes, y buenos noches a todos en todo el mundo. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world. And thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK. I'll be your caster and cameraman for today. And today we have another World Cup 2026 match playoff round loser bracket between. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. This is the wrong cup. This is the winner. This is just the regular bracket between the Penguins of Madagascar and Lobscurite. They're going to meet up early in the playoff bracket. One of these are going to be pushed down to the loser. One of these will go on staying in the winner bracket. So remember, if you're rooting for either one of these teams, nobody is going home today. So that is good for them. Shout out to Chad as well. Hello, Vigo. Welcome, welcome. Meepo, how you doing, my friend? Welcome, welcome, everybody. Last chance for bets. If you want to bet for your common infected, you got about a minute to do so. Match is going to go live any minute. Rid of these captions. All right, here we go. 5 chapters of Left 4 Dead 2 is going to start now. Survivor first will be the Penguins of Madagascar. Opening attack from Lobscurite. Hunter, Jockey, Spitter, Charger. There they go. Jockey is giving away his location. Hunter's coming out the side. Charger's on his way in. Hunter gets skeeted. Charger's not even going to be close. And they'll get a tick or two of spit. And that'll be all. The Rico goes down to 95. All the other SI miss. Tricap with Boom is incoming. Not a lot of damage finds out. A survivor to grab, to be honest. And they'll just lose 10 points, down to 1090. And survivors are on the move. Past the car alarm. Nice boomer spawn in the back of the vehicle. Here they go for a pullback. Here comes the Hunter. Hunter gets skeeted. Boomer misses. And Lobscurite is not connecting on anything so far. In a rough start. See if they can get out of this rut. 2 attacks taken. Penguins of Madagascar have lost 1% of their bonus. They come out to the playground. They're about to take their next set of spawns. In between the houses. Are they just going to run through? No, survivors will slow. They're going to clear out commons before they push. Good spawn rotation, though. The Smoker, Jockey, Charger, and the Spit imminent. And one shotgun player goes through. Looks like they're going to hit on the back ones. They're waiting. All right, there's no shotguns now. Okay, wait a minute. They back up. And we got a pause from Evil Rico. All right, here we go. Back to the action. And 2 shotguns are away from the action now. They can actually hit on the back ones, but they choose to wait. Here goes the smoker pull. The Charger's coming. Charger's not even close. Charger misses his B-hop. And, I mean, they do find damage. 99 down to 93%, so it's not a failed attack. Han getting most of the damage. Dustburn sneaks a little bit through. That'll be 3 survivors knocked down to the 4-punch range, so that's a pretty good, successful third attack, even though nothing really landed much. As far as their primary attacks. And this is going to be Han, first tank of the game. Roster rundown for Lobscurite will be Dustbird, Learning, Roud, and then for the Penguins of Madagascar, Evil Rico, Skipper, and Kowalski. And ooh, look at this car. That's a good car. That's dangerous. The Penguins got to be careful. And Hans, oh, the Boomer was so close. Now this tank needs to get out. He's got to be careful for being pushed. Oh, he destroyed his protection. And he's going to have to climb out. Oh, that Boomer was so close. I think he got a scratch, though. Did he? No, no, no scratch. Alright, here comes Hans Commit. He has his tri-cap. He's down 700 health. Hits the ground. Busts through the door. Gets his first punch onto Coach. Oh, the jockey lands. They get him over to the car. And they'll get the in-cap. Oh, this will be a dead skipper. Oops. No, it won't. He punched the car out. He's going to try to get the kill. It's not going to work. He's one more. Oh, he doesn't get it. Oh, poor Lobscurite. You need to crouch when you punch the car. Han hits it out. And they're going to live, and it turns out to be only 20% damage. The Penguins get bailed out by an unfortunate car hit. So unlucky. This will be a sack for an inside house hit. When they go into the following building after this one, they'll probably hit on the stairs or else on the transition out. I would imagine they want to hit inside. They might just go with 3. And they're looking to be aggressive. No, they're not pushing the issue. They know spawns are up. Okay, they slow down a little bit. This is wise by the Penguins. They have 70% of the bonus, over 70% actually, which is huge. Evil Rico takes front. Alright, here they come. Oh, the jockey lands. Oh, they're just gonna... Oh, we get him out! They cleared him through the ground. They had the right idea, but the only problem is you can wallbang that. And they only get pocket change for it. And they find more pills, so the bonus goes back up to 72. Whew. Hunter, Boomer, Jockey. Boomer goes in. Oh, that's a sick Boomer. This might cause the survivors to slow down quite a bit. Yeah, they might rush. They're gonna go for it. They got him in, and they're gonna go. Oh, but they closed the door on him. Nah, not gonna get any value there. Just a little bit of damage. They'll walk in with, I believe, 70% even. A little bit of free spit damage. Coach is getting common locked. And they will make it in with 748 bonus, putting up 1248. And Route is going to leave and probably just reconnect. He's already reconnecting. And he's back. But yeah, he puts up a goose egg because he left.
Someone named Ellis brought the gun bag like he was supposed to, but I would be lying.
Why didn't you grab them?
Me? I told Nick to grab the guns.
Me? Who died and made me gun monitor?
Pretty much everybody.
Great. We are
Look
screwed.
here, the gas station right across the street. We could have already been there and back by now. Come on.
Alright. Now we're going to see how the pace of this game is going to go. Lobscurite really needs to make sure they can make this safe room with quite a bit of bonus. They'll want to catch themselves down a lot with an early wipe here. This Chapter 1 of Hard Rain Downpour is worth 500 distance. That's a lot of points. Getting wiped on such an early chapter could be devastating to their cause to try to stay clean without a loss in these playoffs. They don't have a smoker, but they have 3 cappers and a spit. And here they go. Oh, the survivor dropped right into that. Charger got punched. Oh, this Charger. All right, the opening hit coming out from the Penguins of Madagascar gets a decent amount of damage. Gets 19 more points away than the other side was able to do. Only problem was Coach went through a scenic route. So I don't know if they're going to be able to blast through this car alarm quick enough without an attempt to hit on it. And now they're not going to try. Penguins have other plans. Let's see what their choice is for the second hit. Boomer. And they land a 2-cap. Jockey's the only one who doesn't win his 1v1, but the other cappers land pretty quick clears. Just about 3% worth of damage. A little bit more with some of these common slaps coming out. But for the most part, Lobscurite will get up front clean. Learning is way ahead of the team, as usual.
Reloading.
And which way will the survivors go is the question.
Ammo here.
Now there's an invisible wall there. Trying to see if they can take the shortcut.
Reload.
Coach took a little damage from that. Learning lost 1 HP. And they do have a spitter, so going inside is dangerous. Bait timer might become an issue.
Reloading.
We can't see it because, of course, we have the casting HUD on, but they're going to attempt to go the other way. And they will just get a pound spit. But still, the damage has come out, and they knocked them down to 87.3. So they are only 15% away of matching Lobscurite's damage after the tank was killed. That is it. And Kowalski, first tank for the Penguins. Brings his first car into play in a good spot to shield him from gunfire. Okay, now they'll shoot him up a little bit. Oh my goodness, that car. The car killed the boomer. No, it didn't. Never mind. Roud got it. And they're going to try to chip Kowalski up a bit. Down to 5,880. Only 120 health down. Nothing to really be worried about. They chip him down a little bit, not a lot.
Ammo here.
So it's 5735 compared to 5300 for the other tank's commit. He loses a little more. Oh, they're really greedy for chip. Okay, it's about even now for his commit. And he is in. And Raud's not going to let the car to come in play. He's going to switch punch on to Nick. And here the support comes. Charger will whiff. Hunter will land. Jockey will land. And he punches both people though the tank misses. Gets another punch, maybe one more. And this is a lot of damage going out onto Lobscurite. They'll be able to kill everything off. But they will lose quite a bit. 80-some% bonus down to 44. Way better tank coming out for the Penguins. Not the wipe that they thought they could get. And there is 2 sets of pills up ahead, which one is already found. So the bonus could go up. But Lobscurite has to shut down this attack.
Reload.
Yeah, it's not a good one. They're going to go early for sure. And they just want the pound spit, which they get. And nice follow-up, boom. Oh, man, that's a lot of damage, actually. A lot more than I expected. 4.4 remains. Han's about to be slow. I'm going to have to give him the pills. They'll get through the building, I believe. But Han is about... Yep, they find both sets. And they're just going to eat them. They're not going to BS around. Yep. 416 remains as they slow down to a crawl. They know there's one hit left no matter what. Walking in with 816 points, or 916 would be pretty respectable. Only down about 300 and change. And the infected now know the best chance is at safe room, so they're going to let them clear the rest of these commons out.
Reloading.
And they'll get there with 916 points. So right now, 330 delta.
Reloading.
But the Penguins can make it more in their favor. Let's see what they could do with these last hit.
Right now.
Can you see
Oh, they don't get him out.
Ain't got no time for this shit. Get in
Okay,
here.
that better have been an accident.
Oh, what a melee ski. Did he melee ski them? Oh, they only took 15 damage. That was actually a good take. They walk in with 900 even. They almost baited out that hit. The smoker just got him in the nick of time, and they'll get 15 points worth of damage. And that's a pretty tight game after one. 348. Not bad. And thank you for the follow. And here's our return to the action. It is going to be Penguins of Madagascar with a couple 100-point lead. Going first, Tank at 45% of the way through the map. Opening hit, Tricap charge, spit. Charger, Smoker, Jockey. No Hunter, no 25 yet. Yes, I agree with chat. The Lobscurite is definitely getting better and better and better and better, including adding learning to the roster. So the learning Dustburn combo is quite something to see. But they just got to start getting a little bit more chemistry. The Smoker misses his pull. They pre-spit inside. And yeah, they're not going to get nothing. They're just going to make sure this Charger dies. And he will. Oh, the Jockey finds a target. It gets Rico. Evil Rico takes a little bit of damage. He loses 11. So they soften up a survivor for the tank. Even though they get baited on the opening attack. Unfortunate. This Boomer might even go quickly. Han? No, Han's going to wait. Let's hit with the team. Try gap boom. Or is it a 2? Oh, no, 2-2. Hunter charge. Good 2-2. Pre-spawn Boomer to slow the survivors down. I don't know if the infected are going to be able to make a play off this. Oh, no, they just wall bang them. Now the question is, do they go? They can go here because tank. Nice stumble into Rochelle. Beautiful alley-oop from 3 infected. Hunter lands spit with the charge stumble combo. Well done considering they couldn't really hit us a squad. And take Rico down to 75 HP. Ooh. 3 HP away from 3 punch for the tank. They might actually be able to get a scratch on him. I think the play might be to go in for a hit and try to get an M2 on Rico. I don't agree with whoever the smoker is breaking all the metal, the glass. Because the rocks can hit the glass and just draw like dead weights out of the sky. Boomer goes in and dies. Smoker is now weak. And he doesn't get the scratch on Rico, but Rico does take 1 friendly fire. But it's still not enough to be 3 punches. You just can't go for Skipper or Kowalski. See, where is Rico? Who is Rico? The play is to go for Rochelle. All right, tank. Here's Learning's commit, second tank of the game for L'Obscurite. And here he goes. Odd commit path. Very long walk. He takes the corner onto the survivor. There goes Roe. One more for the down. He's still healthy. And they're calling the go-go for some reason. Oh, and the tank gets a bad angle, and he's going to allow the clear to happen. But he covers. He'll get another in cap onto Evil Rico. And an in cap, there's only one survivor up, and Learning's pretty healthy. He's got to get up there, Learning. Oh, he's too far away. He gets another corner. And another punch. Another punch and a double. Another in cap. Oh, the smoker misses. And the boomer fails. Oh, the jockey has to do. They cannot let this pickup happen. And the tank is dead. And they're making Rico work. The tank is dead, but the jockey's still alive. They're just waiting for a chance. The smoker's going to come in now. They get the delay. They'll lose the jockey. Oh, the jockey is now dead. They need the smoker to delay this. The spitter comes in. Smoker's got to get in there. And he gets the pole. Can he get the clear? Hunter coming in. And he pounces, and that's going to be the wipe. And L'Obscurite, what a tank coming out from Learning. The support was supreme. Even though Learning had a questionable commit path, he's still able to clean it up. Congratulations to L'Obscurite, and this is what they needed to bounce back. The safe room alone will give them the delta they need to possess the lead by about 40 and change. Let's go. Wow, what a tank coming out for L'Obscurite. That was awesome to see. And now we're going to get right back into the action. It is going to be L'Obscurite's survivor side now. Safe room is only needed for their lead to swing into their favor. All bonus gain on that side will put them in further lead. And of course, if they get wiped, nothing will change. Maybe just a point or two. All depends on where the tank spawns for the second team. And how close they are standing together. But when you're down a couple hundred, it really doesn't mean anything. So 348 down at the start for L'Obscurite. They got a wipe. See what they do. Jockey runs in. He does land. And nobody was there. This is a disastrous start. As Learning loses his 1v1. And they will lose 15% to that attack. Devastating for their cause. Rough start. They are able to make pretty good ground, though, with the jockey pulling them forward. Infected are just able to get in position, but the survivors slow it down and make sure all the commons are cleared. And they're going to drop in. Charger lands! And the spit will, too. And Learning is just getting picked on. He's putting himself in these situations. And he finds an extra set of pills. So they'll lose 6% bonus, but luckily for them, not much of a consequence. But here is the second tank of the game for the Penguins of Madagascar in the hands of Evil Rico. And they're going to kill this spitter. They might even kill this smoker, I don't know. As the tank is going to get to a more comfortable commit path. And the smoker does die. Alright, cool. So they sack out both that I thought. We might even get a boomer sack because they definitely want a Charger, Hunter, and Jockey for this commit. Rock, not going to get anything. Oh, that boomer, I thought, oh man, unfortunately, they just sacked the boomer. They don't even try. A boomer here would have been big. On hard rain downpour, sometimes the commons can take up to 10 to 15 seconds just to get there, and that's the entire spawn timer. So then you go in with three infected, a tank, and some commons trickling in. Can't really ask for more, but okay. Evil Rico's going in. He drops, jumps over, and gets the first punch onto Ellis. Misses his second punch. Ellis giving him the jukes. Okay, Ellis does get cornered now. Evil Rico is almost dead already. And he is going to get his in cap on the outside where everybody else fends off the SI. And they get two capped on the inside. And this is going to allow Evil Rico to decommit with like no health. But L'Obscurité will survive. They almost get tri-capped.
Anything for a brother.
Help me out!
He missed the rock. They get the pickup. And the tank is deceased. And that's exactly what L'Obscurité needed. They survived. They only have 300 and some bonus. While the boomer sack goes out, but the damage has been dealt. And that will be about a 50% damage tank. Amazing for the Penguins. But not the wipe they needed, so they're going to start breaking into that delta. How much will they get? We'll see that as the rest of this chapter progresses. Here comes an interesting choke point. This is changed from normal hard rain. There's a couple windows for the infected to come down, so this is a much more challenging choke point, as it looks like the survivors are shopping, and their search comes out unfruitful. But now it's 2-2 Jockey actually, no, Tri-Cap with the spit. Jockey Charger Smoker. The fast go-go. Oh, they barely make it. The Charger. Oh, what a clear. And the Smoker pull and the spit is all they're going to get. But Han's going to be slow as they go shopping for Han. And they find some. And they feed Han the pills. Han pops. And they are on the move. 306 remaining. 30% of the bonus with an event holdout. L'Obscurité will remain fast. I don't know if that boomer pop was enough time to... It all depends on how fast L'Obscurité pushes this. They could get up here, but they're still going to have to deal with 3 spawns. And it is a jockey and a charger at least to deal with. This is dangerous. There's also a death pull here. It is a possibility if you get the pull over the scaffolding from where I'm standing. They will not grab on and just fall to their death. Alright, Tri-Cap spit. They won't get the quad sack from killing that boomer at the end. It's going to be 100 charger jockey spitter. And Learning still taking the lead. Route is now slow. This is just more and more bleed. 2 shotguns up, 2 Uzis down. Hunter, they're going for the bottom ones with the Uzis. Yes, they are. And nothing's going to land. Good take there by L'Obscurité. They try to pick on the Uzi players. Oh, they get the spitter. And they got to be careful. They have a survivor down slow, and spawns are getting dangerously close. I think he's going to be all right. All right, he'll be able to regroup with the team, but that was dangerously close. And now, I don't know if they're going to be able to... Yeah, they should be able to sack. They have slow survivors. The longer this takes, the more it looks like they're not going to be able to hit with what infected they want. Alright, they're just going to hold on to this. Tri-Cap with the boomer. No charge. Intriguing. They're just going to allow the bleed to happen. As you can see, Route and Learning both down to very low now. 15 and 20. And Route has been in-capped. Damage bonus is open. It's actually almost gone. The DB's almost gone already. Alright, stare well hit coming up. Smoker Tongue misses. They'll get a 2-cap with the stumbles. And the Smoker pull at the end does get cleared. And a 1 boom. Not a bad take at all from Lobscurite, but the problem is look at how slow their health are. They got it down learning now. Oh, this is getting dangerous for Lobscurite. I was going to say, they got to do this now. But Route is still one hit. Still dangerous to be in this field. Yep. Too far separated. Charger melted. The jockey gets a stumble but gets cleared. Hunter's going to go for some delay scratches. They're just going to go for pound spit. No, they're just going to go for damage. And that will exhaust the damage bonus. So it's all dust burn.
Up we go.
137 points is all on him. And now Learning is actually about to die. It doesn't look like Learning is going to make it. Oh my, nobody was watching the boomer. The Charger and Jockey come. And there goes their points from Dustburn. And they're going to wipe out. No, they wipe out and get nothing. No extra points, but they do take the lead. So we have a lead swap in favor for Lobscurite.
Damsel in distress over here. Careful, smoker. Damn! I need some help!
Chapter 3 of Hard Rain Downpour. It is going to be Lobscurite taking the lead now by only a couple points, but they do have it. Not able to walk in with that 100+ bonus that they were able to walk out of the sugarcane field with, unfortunately, but Tank will be at 49% of the way, right around after the exit of the Wayford shipping building, but right now they're going to try to transition out of here. The Charger almost finds a target. The Jockey does not. Some free spit gets a tick. And the Spitter is hunted down by Ellis. And now they are on the move. Good take by Lobscurite. Less than 1% on opening hit. It looks like they have momentum going with them following that chapter.
Reloading.
Nice fast movements. Out into the open. No real option for the special infected here. Hunter. Smoker in charge. No spit for the stairs. They're probably going to hold this to the other side. Or will they? I don't know. It's going to depend where this tank spawns. If this tank spawns before they come out of the building... No, they're going to go for damage here. They get a pull. And not able to get much more. They try to just focus the guy in the back. They try. And this is what I was talking about. Hard Rain Downpour is known for commons taking a while to find their way. Look at that. About a half dozen commons. That'll take a while, but the tank isn't up yet. And it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Charger gets 2 fists. Everything else misses. So tank 3 for the Penguins of Madagascar in the hands of Skipper. Looking for his Gilligan. Fested Soul, shout out to you. And here goes the Skipper just getting to better ground. He wants to come to this side. Interesting. You don't see that too often. He's gonna chuck some rocks. And Skipper has lost about 500 of his health to get onto this roof. And only a boomer has landed. The commons have pretty much been cleared out. There's a couple transitioning over the fence yet, like we were talking about earlier. But Skipper's losing no rage. And all the survivors seem to have respectable ammo. Moonrock. Alright, here goes Skipper. He'll hit the ground at 4,600. Wow, Route is really aggressive. Alright, splits the survivors. Oh my goodness, he's going to go for Rochelle. Rochelle gets cornered. Rochelle gets pounced on. It's going to be bad. He separates. Dustburn. He'll take the corner. It'll be one in-cap tank. Or will it? No, it won't be. What a shutdown by Lobscure Day. Imagine if Dustburn didn't get separated. They might have taken it even better, but that's 15% damage. Wow, what a take by them. Very impressive. They're putting the Penguins on the wall now. They're going to have to start performing with their SI to try to soften them up with this massive score of 1,065 with only 35% of the map to go. And the tank is already dealt with. Impressive. Charger, Smoker, Boomer, Spitter. Boomer's going to go off, get one. Smoker, Charge combo. What a clear. They won't even get the Charge Spit, and they're going to be able to navigate around the Spit and push, losing less than a percentage. And they might get more points if they find the pills. Or they're even going to get inside. They're not going to be able to get on top of the roof and hit with their SI. They even get inside the building. This is going to be the Penguins' last hit. I don't even think they're going to get another one. This might just be it. They are shopping a little bit, but no real big attempt to go too far into the shopping mode. Oh, they find it. They get the pills. 1,081. Back up over 80% bonus. Incredible. And they have a quad to deal with. Wow. The tension, you can feel it in the air.
Going with the machine gun.
Alright, so there's a horde coming. This is intentional. They don't want the extra pill points. They want to be fast, but they're trying to bait the infected to hit while there's commons coming. And they're actually going to do it! The hunter's going to land. The smoker's going to land. No, they're going to thwart it. And they got baited into it and only takes 3% damage. They'll get an extra hit, but it's only a 2-2. And L'Obscurité is going to put up a massive chapter score. Might even put up 1,000 bonus on Hard Rain Downpour. This is going to be one of the biggest scores I've ever seen on this map.
Safe house up ahead.
Jockey Charger. This Charger needs... You can just pre-spit. Oh, they'll walk all through it. So they're going to soften this up a bit. It's still 970. Over 70% bonus. And L'Obscurité has 3,059. Woo hoo hoo. This is incredible. I absolutely over the past couple years of casting matches, Gotsky and Penguins of Madagascar definitely put themselves in the top 5 active teams. And L'Obscurité over the last couple of years have been slowly climbing that ladder. And right now with them, if they could take down this team, just saying, that's quite a feat. That's a start in the right direction. All right, the Penguins not performing here is going to put them in quite a pickle. Charger will land. Jockey will land. What a big hit coming out from L'Obscurité. Oh, the momentum is real. Walking out with an 8.2. Oh.
Reloading. I'll take that gun away from you.
The underdog story is real. And L'Obscurité makes it seem like they're not the underdogs right now. Let's keep it up. They're faced with the same predicament, though. Are they going to hit before they go into the stairs? Or are they going to wait for the other side, though? No matter what, it's this hit to tank. You won't get another one. And it looks like L'Obscurité is going to try to make some kind of big play.
We have guns here.
Hey, I'm reloading.
I'm reloading.
Wow, the patience from the survivors here and the infected. I think they're actually going to let a horde hit on purpose. The Penguins. Yeah, they're going to let this happen because that's going to clear out the whole area. So all the common infected are now going to have to find their way to the survivors, which should take some time. But this should work out in the favor for the survivor team because now there'll be nothing down here. Alright, commons are clean. Here comes the transition.
Reloading here.
There's still a couple commons finding their way. They actually might get another bait timer.
Reloading.
How they're gonna get this.
Sounds like a smoker.
Charger not able to find a target. What a skeet by Evil Rico when he was boomed on. Charger gets a fist, but that was so beautifully done. What a shot by Rico. He just got boomed on and gets that shot. And now it's up to Dustburn. It's his tank. They've taken almost 11% of the bonus away, so he only needs to get an end cap, and then L'Obscurité will already win the round just like that. It's that simple. And he gets over with only 52 health lost. Now the question is, do they play this long or do they just go in? Here they go. Hunter. No. No attack. Oh, they get the rock. That is huge coming out from Dustburn. What a combo. They're going to have a 2-2 now here, so they got to try to LOS Dustburn pretty hard here while Dustburn tries to grab some free rage using Coach Force, though. Trading about 200 of his health for free rage. He'll do that all day. There's only 10% now that there's a difference between the teams. Bonds are up. Hunter, Boomer, Charger. Boomer finds. Hunter lands. Charger rockets. Charger lands. Rocket skeeted, but they get a slam and an in cap onto Evil Rico. Not going to get the rock, but the commons are coming in, and now it's 77.4, and they didn't even eat the pills yet, so it's going to drop down more. Oh, and he eats the rock. And there it is, guys. Lobscurite has won the round, and they have not even committed their tank. They lost 500 health off Dustburn, though, for doing so. So there was a consequence. And here they go again. Smoker misses. Rock misses. Smoker gets a ding. Another ding. Will the rock land? No, he will not get it. And he'll lose another 300 health. It looks like they're just going to drag this out as long as possible. They've already hit the survivors 3 times with this tank. They're going to go for a 4th. Rock coming. Moon Rock. Pre-spawn Hunter. Here comes another one. Does Dustburn want another hit? Okay, it's just his commit. No, he's going for another rock. He misses his rock. The Boomer lands. No damage this time. As he transitions over here, he sacrificed a couple more hundred of that health. He is now down to 3,800. He tries to hit Bach rocks, but that's just a little too high. Trading more health. He's down to 3423 now. He's almost half. Dustburn really dragging this tank out. Here they go again. Is he going to go for it? He's walking in. Oh, he's losing a lot of health there. And here goes another one. Smoker pole. And they get the rock. Dustburn loses a couple hundred down to 2706. But he gets another rock. And they have hit him, 6 special infected attacks. As Dustburn is transitioning far away. And the Penguins are going to push. And they're going to force Dustburn into a pickle. There goes a rock. Oh, that was pretty close, but now Dustburn's got to chase. He's going to lose a lot of rage for this. All right, getting ready for another. We're going to go again. Here they go. They don't get the rage rock, but they don't. Actually, they get nothing but a Boomer there. They had to pop pills. That rock was close, but Dustburn not able to do much, and I think now at this point he's just got to die. Penguins got to be careful. This tank's not as low as they think. He has an easy commit here. If they push too far forward, yeah, I think they just realized it. And they get a pullback. And the tank gets one punch. He gets another. He gets another. He gets another one. They're not killing him. They let him get the full in cap. That tank had like a couple hundred HP, got a full in cap. The DB has suffered dramatically. They're down to only 400 bonus. They're gonna manage to tread along. They'll find another set of pills here if they search properly, as they found one for their other teammate. Ellis is looking for it. But there they go. They do find it. That's an additional 30 points they desperately needed. Boomer trolling from the rear. They do have a 2-2 with the jockey and the charger, though. I think they want to try to go quick here to see if they have a chance for one more. And this is all just delay bleed. And jockey gets M2'd. Nice shutdown from the Penguins. They just lose 2 health. The spitter will try to block. More common damage coming through, though. And they're just going to let the spit go.
Reloading.
430 down to 423 since they found the pills. They only lost 7 points. They can't go dip below 400 in my opinion. And then they held everything after Tank was killed. Infected have time to set up here. Here they go. Hunter will not land. The spit will not work. They'll get a ding of spit damage, and that will be it. And they get 408.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we'll have about a 600-point game going into Chapter 4, and now the Delta value is lowered dramatically. So this is amazing for L'Obscurité. Yeah, if I did my math correctly, didn't the tank get 7 full hits? I think it was 7. And just so everybody that keeps track at home, I wait for a minute actually. I'll wait a minute. And here we go into the action. Chapter 4. L'Obscurité has the lead by a couple hundred, almost 6. 594 is their exact lead. Here comes the hit. 2-2. They'll get the pound spit. Jockey is fodder. Boomer gets a proxy.
Okay, that better have been an accident.
One proximity boom coming out, and the survivors are on the move. A little bit of a delay with... Whoa. The heck? That common was... Whole Star Wars movement just jumped across the map.
Don't shoot the car.
And here's a difficult choke point. Or not difficult, but this is a dangerous choke point. They got to be careful here. They get the pull. They won't get the charge. They go for a quad try. And L'Obscurité shuts it down beautifully. And they're going to be able to walk into this tank spawn. Now, where are we going to fight it? I don't think they don't have access to the house on the stilts.
Reloading.
Unless they push.
You shoot me again, and I will drop you.
And no aggression coming out by the survivors. They're going to retreat back. They are going to get a hit without a spit in the house if the survivors go all the way back, which I think they're going to have to. This is risky if they stay here for the sheer fact that he can bring a car over. I don't know if I agree with L'Obscurité choosing to stay here. I don't know, guys. This is dangerous. Single boom. It's a good car. No, it's not. It's actually a bad car. And the survivors have no idea it's a bad car. They're going to try to go back. Oh, this is going to be dangerous. Charger gets a multi-charge. Hunter's coming through. And now they're just going to go back, which I think is the right play. Because he hit his cars too far forward. He has no cars! Rico pays for 1,000 of his HP to get this car in. Oh, he can't get it through. Oh, he pops it up. Oh my goodness. He is down 2K. There's his pull. He doesn't take his corner. He missed a punch. There's his pull. He now has a punch onto Row. Oh, the boomer stumbles Row. Another punch. Can he get the car? Oh, it doesn't get anybody. Rico with a rock from around the tree. Not successful. He has a car to hide behind with a couple HP yet. And if they push forward, this is dangerous. Charger. One punch. No. And Rico's finally going to be killed off here. And he is dead. And this hunter will retreat to make sure they have at least a pounce spit. The XDs come out by Skipper. And the tank has been lackluster with about 20% damage value only. And I don't know. I think L'Obscurité might lock this up. If they could hold on to a 600-point lead, there's only 600 distance points on the finale. And one tank. There is not two.
Reload.
Hunter Jockey 2-2. This is going to be their last hit as well. I don't think they're going to get another one.
Up here.
The jockey gets M2'd. Hunter pouncing around. Boomer lands. They might just try to delay. They pre-spit. And get a lot of free spit damage. About 5% worth. And they should be able to walk in. And Kowalski might be able to get some scratches depending on what SI he gets. When more pills were found, so the bonus goes up. He's only a smoker, too. And he gets the pull. Jockey latches on. Charger gets a double. Wait, what? He just got a double-double. Did you guys see that? He hit Rochelle twice with the charge. Is that even possible? But that does over 20% worth of damage, knocking him down 500 even. What a big hit finishing out for the Penguins. Man, did the Penguins need that last hit. Desperation. As we go into the second half of Chapter 4, it is going to be a Boomer, Hunter, Spitter, and Jockey. Open 2-2 coming in. They're waiting to transition out. All in when they want to choose to take it. Hunter on the side. Hunter Jockey coming out. Oh, what a ski by Evo Rico. And the Spitter gets picked. Boomer misspawns. Walks it in, gets popped. A little bit of free spit damage. No free spit. Friendly fire comes out. One on the Rico, one on the Skipper. Clean take for the Penguins. Remember, the Penguins cannot take the lead. It's impossible. If there is no finale being played, this is already over. There's only 377-point difference between the bonus already. That is hardly anything. What's up, Hambone? I hope you're doing well, my friend. I never said hello. I apologize.
Reload.
Penguins, slow down. They want to take this a little bit more on their terms.
Reloading.
It's going to be a quad try before tank. I didn't even realize it. Here comes the go-go. Charger rocket, smoker pole in the front. Jockey will latch on after the Hunter does. And they get a little bit of softening up on the survivors. Get two of them into that 4-punch range for Tanky Wanky. And Kowalski sits at 100. Rico sits at 93. And let's see how aggressive are the Penguins going to be here. And they're going to push. Ooh. Really, really aggressive. As Roud will have the fourth tank of the team. I don't know if they're going to stay here. This might just be a hold for a minute and then eventually run back. Just so Roud won't have enough time to get his toys in play, maybe. Boomer gets one. Tank's backing up to the hatchback. They might just bolt back now. First pass, 40% frustration. Oh, man. They're going to stay here. All right. This is where we're going to go. And a tri-cap. Evo Rico watching the skies. And I think Rouds just wants this tool. And he's not going to be able to use that either. Okay, this is just survivors of the tank. This will work out for the Penguins. And they're just ringing him around the rosy, but they get split. He gets a punch onto one survivor, pull into another punch. He's down to 2,300. Another punch. There is the in cap. He has 1,059. Support in. Charger lands. Hunter lands. He has to reload. This is so much damage. He doesn't clear anybody. And he gets pulled. And they're going to wipe out a misplay from the Penguins. And that is going to be Lobscurite getting the victory over Penguins of Madagascar with a campaign score of 3,959 to 2736. GG.